All right, guys, it is that time of week again. Saturday night, Outside the Box Live. I got FP to my side there. We got Fred down below. Oh, we just lost FP. All right, he should be back. We got AKA the Caveman. You know, I'm your SGW guy. Now, Mike's supposed to join us too. He said he's going to. I'm not sure exactly when, but he's supposed to join us tonight too. So I'll give it a minute or two before, get FP back on. So what's going on, Fred? How you been?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Busy week. Certainly a busy week. How you doing? What's new with you, my friend?
Not too much. Not too much. Let's see. FP is back. Let's get him back on here. All right, there it is.
What's up, Fred P?
What's up, FP? Good to see you,
man. I had to fix my camera, but it didn't work.
Thank you guys for having me back again. It's a pleasure to be with
you. You're part of us now, dude. You're stuck with us. Unless you have something going on with the wife. Unless you have something going on with the wife and you can't be here.
I appreciate it.
Marcus is here early tonight. What's up, Marcus? How you doing? Now, today down in Kingston, there was a car show going on down at McCarthy Tire, and but I'm going to play a little bit of that clip later on. What's up, Lenny? Hey, Lenny. You didn't catch last week. I don't think you were here last week, but I just want to give another shout out to you, guy. Congratulations, you and Mags. I'm happy for you guys. If you didn't hear last week, Lenny's going to be a first-time dad. So congratulations, Lenny. And I think yep. Hold on. Master of the mic has arrived. What's going on, Mike? How you doing?
I'm alive. How are you?
Good. How was your week?
What's going on, Mike?
Oh, not much. My week was interesting.
Oh. Yeah, we're just catching up here. I'm glad you're here with us this week. I know last week you weren't feeling well.
I have the medication that they prescribed me for nerve damage, gabapentin. It just a lot of times it just knocks me out. Last night it knocked me out really bad.
Yeah, my GF is on gabapentin, or was on gabapentin, and yeah, understandable. So before we get into really anything, Susan, I didn't speak with her, but Friday when I put up the videos, Susan commented Bob is home from the hospital. So we're glad to have Bob back home in his own house, relaxing. Also, I just spoke to Jancy. I speak to Jancy every week around 6. He hits me up. He is doing good. His rehab's coming along good. He should be coming home this week, he said. So if he's listening, which he probably is, good luck. Get well soon, Jance, and hope rehab's helping you. We got a steady beat right now. But I was saying today, what's up, Mark? How you doing?
Mark.
From the Backyard Brawl. What's the Backyard Brawl? I have no idea.
Yeah, tell us about the Backyard Brawl, Mark. That sounds like a good Saturday. Nice to see all the regulars in here, Jay. Mark, Lenny, Marcus.
Oh, yeah. If you want to call us, Mark, and tell us your story, please do. Am I connected? I think I am connected. I don't know. We'll find out. So, yeah, there was a car show going on down at McCarthy Tire today, down in Kingston. And, hey, Jen, how's it going? Hey, Jen, get me up about your upcoming wedding so we could kind of pin everything down and touch base. I'm going to be doing Jen's wedding down the road.
I just say you want to touch her face.
What?
You want to touch her face?
No, I said touch base with me.
Oh, I thought you said touch her face.
Dude, you need your ears checked. Your hearing shot to hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So Jancy, we got Jancy here hanging with us. Okay, Jen. All right, Jen. We'll talk.
Yeah, thanks for coming in and touching face with everybody.
Yeah.
Did you just say touching face or touching base?
Touching face with everybody.
Okay. See now. Okay, I knew I said that.
I said face.
Okay.
I said base. He said face.
I just think that's a really cool thing. I like that.
I dubbed you last week. You weren't here, but I did a. I don't know if you caught the show last week.
I watched some of it after the fact.
Okay, so like I said, I want to say again, you guys, you and Fred have been bringing something great to the show. We'd love to have you on a permanent basis. And I made a shirt with. I'll throw it up in a little bit. I'll show you. I made a shirt, the co-host shirt. As I'm always, SGW guy. We got little FP, Fred. We got FP, and you're dubbed master of the mic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
I'm like, what do I call Mike? Oh, master of the mic. There you go. Oh, and football. Okay. Thank you, Chance.
I just put two and two together. I just realized that what Mark is referring to was West Virginia versus Pitt today, and I believe Pitt won. So that's a great win for Pitt.
Before the show started, I was catching the game on 16, and it looked like I wasn't paying attention, but one of the teams were going to score, but the ref called it back and said no, it was a bad play, and here's everybody booing. I was like, oh, that ref isn't going to be too popular.
I was watching some of the Notre Dame game. They really had a commanding lead. Probably around 6 o'clock. I was watching it. They were dominating.
Domination.
Yeah, it was total domination.
Some of those cars today at the car show was there were some nice looking cars down there. Motorcycles, old classics. It's I got about a 7-minute clip I'm going to put up in a little bit. But also, I do want to talk, even if we just touch base here and there. April 14th, (1912), I think it's about 11 o'clock. It will be around, when it hits about 11 o'clock, is when back then is when Titanic hit the iceberg. I didn't realize it was coming up on the anniversary of the wreckage of the Titanic. And by the time it sunk, it was after midnight, so that's why it's officially sunk, the 15th. But she struck iceberg technically today, how many years ago? And
maybe we should send a submarine down to look for it.
Actually, I was watching. Yeah, let's do it up. I was watching.
We already did that.
I was watching some.
Not a good idea.
I was watching
The last time that happened, that didn't turn out too well.
Submarine equals soda can.
I was watching a YouTube video on when they did their previous dives, whoever's doing it, and they showed the front of the ship, the railing, was intact. Well, now part of that railing is decayed and just lying on the bottom of the ocean. So eventually she's gonna be gone. Probably next 10, 20 years, who knows?
Oh, should be probably covered in what is that? Grows on metal under the water, coral. It'll be covered in coral and stuff, and it'll be preserved actually underwater. You won't be able to get to it, but it'll be there. That'll be cool. It probably already is.
God, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that on the news this week that the railing, that front part, Jay, like you were saying, kind of deteriorated away. I did see that on the news, and of course they had to show the clip of Leo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet,
on
from
the front
the movie, I'm flying, that was headline news this week.
I didn't catch that one, but I know down in after I was there down in Tennessee. I was in Tennessee in 2003, and it was the Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, and in there they had a small traveling Titanic museum. But now, as time passes since I've been there, they actually built a basically half of the structure of the ship is a walk-in museum. And next time I bring back down to Tennessee, I'm definitely going there. Definitely. Me and Jeff were talking maybe down the road. Well, not this, maybe next year. So maybe we'll take a small vacation. We'll go down to Tennessee, down in Gatlinburg. But I do want to take a moment. The GF's dad he's not doing too good. I'm not going to go into it, but he's having a little bit of health issues. So just want to shout out if you guys can send a prayer to Karen, to Karen's dad. Appreciate it. It's so yeah. So what I'm going to do is, so it's about 7 minutes. It's a clip of the. I'm even going to go through it quick. It's going to be the car show I went through today. 1 second.
I hate this fucking tripod.
Oh, you love the tripod.
No, I don't. It's so unbalanced, it sucks. It's the one I fought the tree with.
ACA.
Kingston.
This is right on Pierce Street, right?
I love audio in a
In
moment.
Kingston.
Oh yeah. We're gonna skip this. That I forgot about.
Something outside the box. We take you outside the box. Now, as you hear behind me, there's music. You can see some cars. There's a car show here on Pierce Street.
What was that, Mike?
I just thought that was White Zombie out there.
Across from the Pierce Street, near the Summit Auto, the car wash.
Yeah, it was, and this was about 2, maybe 3 o'clock.
Jennifer Wolf, yes, you are correct. Some cats did have the zoomies. We had to take one of them up. Well, Gina took one of them upstairs.
Look at those cars.
Mustangs.
I know they're newer body.
Cobra. Couple Mustangs there.
There's one truck that I might you'd appreciate.
That's a nice.
Let me put this up. There it is. That was nice. Eat off.
Look at that.
Oh, that's super cool.
When you were coming over, actually, I was behind you. We were coming over to like, but then when you turned, I was like, holy moly. Like I didn't catch the sign. Yeah, beautiful looking truck. There you go.
Wow, dude. What's that, like an old GMC? Yeah, old GMC pickup truck. Wow.
Smokestacks on the
That's
back
cool.
end.
Yeah, I dig when the old style pickups where they had the wood. What's up?
But yeah, this is.
I was just going to say, I dig the old style beds. I dig the old style bed, like wooden beds.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that up. That's gonna be part of. I'm putting together something for the end of the year for outside the box. Different clips I'm hitting. They're different places clips. So we're gonna have a montage. That's gonna be one of the clips. Yeah, sorry about that, Mark. Yeah, it was lagging a little bit. I think so, Mark. I'm going to agree with you on that one. But yeah, Fred, anything you want to bring to the table this week?
So yeah, it was kind of an eventful week. I wrote down a couple thoughts. Like we lost James Earl Jones
Yeah.
at the age of 93. I think he passed away Monday or Tuesday. Seems like we were just talking about him too. So James Earl Jones dead at 93.
A couple months ago, they're putting up on the internet he died, like he supposedly died early, and they're like, no, that's a hoax. And then I just saw it again, so I'm like, oh, is this another hoax? But then going on to then trying to, yeah, he actually did die this time.
Yeah. Then of course the 23rd anniversary of 9/11. Jay, I saw the live stream that you did. Just as a tribute to September 11th. I mean, man, 23 years ago. I think we all remember where we were, what we were doing. When that happened. It's that.
Here, let me just see. Let me see if I can move that. Some people say they can't see the comments, so let me try something. Let's.
Oh, there you go.
If that works, let me know. Because I see it like on the regular, and I didn't like I'm seeing it double. So let me know how that works for you.
Same here.
But you guys that are watching on Facebook, on FP's channel, also I have in the description. Check out our channels, like and subscribe. I have Mike's channel down there too. He has some pretty cool videos.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. I want to support everybody, get everybody out there, help everybody. Yeah, James. Oh, I also read about James Earl Jones. He also gave his permission to for his voice to be, if they need be AI'd or created for down the road for whatever Star Wars, or because I mean if they who knows if they're going to do another Star Wars movie or something, but I mean you cannot, no other actor could create James Earl Jones's voice for Darth Vader. It would not work.
AI could.
Wouldn't be the same though.
Give it time.
I did check out Burrito Loco, Mike. I got there. I finally got there. And I got the Burrito Loco. Let me tell you, they brought that out. I almost fell over. I was like, holy crap. That thing was huge.
Yeah.
So, Fred or P, if you guys have not been there, you got to go there.
I have been there many times. It's one of my wife and I's favorite.
I walked out. I was talking to
favorite places.
It was. I was happy.
I know I enjoy it every time we go there.
It was good. Now, if I have to critique anything, they should have gave you 2 sour creams for that. One just did not. So I had to get but the green sauce, I like the green sauce. I didn't try the red sauce. They said it was too spicy. But
for me.
The steak was cooked right. The shrimp was cooked perfect. Yeah, I had a good experience there.
Gina has a story to tell.
This is the last time we were there. How we had to get moved to the bigger table because I ordered so much.
Yeah, we had to get moved to a table. Gina ordered so much food the last time we were there. We had to get moved to one of the party tables in the front so she'd have enough room for all the dishes.
Oh, Jesus. Fred, we lost your video. Just to let you know. There he is. Okay, there he is.
Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of trying something with my lighting here, so I think it's better now.
Oh yeah, we were able to see you fine even before.
Okay.
But when I was going over to Burrito Loco, I said I'm starting to line up the cars for the car show. So on the way back, I'm like, I'm hitting the car show. It's I had a good day, and spur of the moment last night, FP and I went to the Oaklawn Cemetery. So yeah, we had a
was fun.
good night. Yeah. So I'm starting to feel better. You know, like I said, I'm feeling a lot better. So I'm like, I like I said, spur of the moment. I'm like, FP, you want to hit the cemetery? He's like, sure. I'm like, let's go. And it was cool because if you saw FP's live, or if you saw my video on FP's channel, there was a house that sat off in the distance. It was probably like, I think it was the caretaker's house. I think it looked like it was still on the property. Or it was like next to the cemetery, and it almost like the Amityville horror house, but without the the cool. Let's see. Oh, Marcus wants to know, if you didn't see it in the chat, about FP. Marcus asked about your dog bite. What happened?
Oh, I was bit by my neighbor's dog over there. Her name is Betty White. How vicious is that? Fucking Betty White, a golden girl. Like, come on, right? And top it off, it's one of those stupid tall poodles. Yeah. But anyway, those poodles break skin, man. She got me right there. Like, I don't want to show her or nothing, but yeah.
And you told me you were going to pick up. You're going
Yeah, I
over
was going to pick up Malachi from school.
He's still over at right down the road, right?
Yeah, like basically right on the corner over there.
Yeah, I forget the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
I actually just got a letter from the Department of Health. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm good.
Did it just like run up on you? Like how did it make contact with you, bite you?
I mean, I kind of kept my distance, but I had like my hand out in a friendly manner, like extended out, like, because I've seen the dog before, so
Sure.
I've interacted with her before, and nothing ever happened. So I just kind of like, I stayed to the outer edge of the road because she was already on the sidewalk, and I just was with the bike. So I was just like, I put my left hand out, and when I did, she kind of like just went chomp. I was like, yeah.
She was
Okay,
on.
that's cool.
You said she was on. The dog was on a leash, right? Because the owner was like walking.
What?
The dog was on a leash still, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was actually.
It happens. They have a mind of their own, right? I mean, I guess if they, they want to bite down, they're gonna bite you sometimes.
Yeah.
As
Like,
long
I
as,
didn't really do
you're
nothing
okay,
to
man.
provoke it.
Yeah,
I don't feel like, you know.
for
I
sure.
don't know. It's just weird.
So I'm at work. I'm working. Well, actually, I was overseeing the nesting class, and I found that I'm going to be doing it again for the next 2 weeks. Awesome. So I don't have to deal with people on phones. I get a Facebook message from FP. Hey, are you working? And I couldn't respond back then because I was working. So I'm like, yeah, what's up? He goes, I got bitten by a dog. I'm like, oh, Jesus God. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. So by the time I got done working, I'm like, he was already at the hospital.
So might I understand that you touched face with a dog?
Yeah.
Nice. I touched face with a cat before. The cats will actually, like, if you ever saw cats when they encounter each other, they sniff faces. My cats will do that with me. They'll come up to me and sniff my face.
My dog goes sniff asses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, It's the same ass you smelled 30 million times, dog.
Well, they wanted to, they're looking for changes in diet, that kind of thing. Want to know if there's like getting any kind of better food or something like that.
I give them both that blue buffalo. Yeah.
I don't know. We feed these cats all kinds of stuff. They have their main staples, but sometimes we get experimental because people are nice enough to send us food. Because we're kind of like an unofficial shelter. We do adopt a lot of these guys out, and so sometimes shout out to the people who help us, because sometimes it really, you have no idea how much it helps. We've got an army of them up there.
A bag of dog food for this, it's like $17 easy. But I heard Blue Buffalo is one of the better for your dog. There was one, I wish I remembered the name of it. GF told me about it. I don't know if it was Purina or something, but actually I fed it to Goldie and she liked it. But then Goldie ended up growing a tumor, and they said that's, I don't know if she died from if the food did it, or I don't know. So I'm staying away from that brand. So that's why I'm like Blue Buffalo all the way.
I don't know about food. I mean, it could be maybe a contributing thing, but I don't know if it would actually directly cause something like that.
I don't think so, but I was like, with Molly, I'm like, I'm not gonna take the chance, just in case, not taking the chance. Oh, Mike, when you signed in, were you able to share your channel?
No, I found out why too. Thanks for bringing that up. It's because the feed had already started.
Oh,
I can't share it to my channel once the feed already starts. So.
Okay, I got but here's
and that time I was able to, I'd actually gotten in early for once.
Here's what I can do, and we could talk about this more off camera. I could link your channel to Restream, so even if you're not here when I go live, it's going to go live on your channel.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Feel free, please.
That way, like last week, if you're not feeling good, it'll still broadcast to your people. That's why I always say, guys, hit in the description, whether you're watching this Facebook, YouTube, like and subscribe to the channels. So we can. I'm at now. I just hit 480. 20 more, I'll hit 500, and I'm going to do something special for everybody when I hit 500. I'm not sure what's going to be yet, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to pull something out of my hat. FP's channels. Seeing some content. This morning, like last night, I didn't fall asleep till 5 a.m. I just couldn't fall asleep, and I know the live video that FP did from the cemetery was already at 20 some viewers. So with the sub of, he has about 125 subs, so that's 25 all of a sudden. That's pretty good.
I was going to make a bad joke back to FP getting bit by the dog. I mean, first and foremost, I'm glad you're okay, man. I was going to say...
Wait, we have some... Looks like... Go ahead. I thought I heard a beep, but who is it?
You should have heard me. You should have heard me.
I was up to something.
I was like, fuck! Your fucking dog just bit me!
Oh, it's okay.
She was like, are you okay? I was like, ah! It hurt so bad at the time.
Mike, did you want to share something?
Fred was saying something, so I don't want to interrupt. I was doing that in the background.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
We had a fifth one coming in. I mean, did you want to share? Did you want to share?
It's just an illustration, since we're figuring things out here, and we were talking the one time, Jay, and I was saying we should do more about sharing videos and stuff so we could talk about different things. This is just the randomness of North Main Street. This gentleman here, if you look There's like a gray minivan.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
And it's not. It started to play, and then okay, here we go. Just randomly. Here, yeah. This is from the Ghetto Theater of Wilkes-Barre. I didn't actually post this, although I did share this with the police. Just randomly dumping a wheelchair in the middle of the street. That's what most people say when they first see my channel. And there he goes.
Drives off.
This is it. Bye.
And
Is this
Wow.
kind of like when people throw mattresses on the highway or like tires in the woods? Is that kind of what he's doing here?
Just throwing, like I said, just a random wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know, no idea what that's about.
Interesting.
yeah.
Wow. Well, that's 500 and you start making ad money.
So, I mean, Jay, if you want to, I mean, that was the whole video.
Oh, okay.
I just threw, I thought, like, just throw something short out there, like a few
Oh,
seconds.
that's good. That's awesome.
But if you go to Ghetto Theater of Wilkes-Barre, you'll see stuff like that and more. There's street fights. There's all kinds of driving on sidewalks. Thanks, Gina. Yeah, we have the concrete lane on North Main. That's an entire playlist of people sidewalk driving.
But guys, in the description, I have its channel link, or the link. Check them out. If you want to see crazy stuff from North Main Street in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, there you go.
Marcus, sorry.
Is there any particular reason that people would be driving on that sidewalk? Like any reason why everybody?
They're insane.
Well, let's see. I mean, there's. I did like a mock-up Benny Hill skit of some guys unloading a truck on the sidewalk. But no, I mean, there's basically like we thought initially that it's like, okay, Hollenbeck Street is one way up there, so they don't want to stay on Main Street. They don't want to go up to River, but then they'll drive all the way down the sidewalk, get off the sidewalk at Courtright, and then turn right to go to River Street anyway. Okay. So yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to it. They just drive on the sidewalk, and Marcus, I wanted to answer your question. Not question, but your statement. 500 and you start making ad money. That is not true. I can attest to that. So I believe it's 1,000.
Yeah, that would stink. But yeah, if 500 subs, I'm going to do a 500 sub something. I'll give away a gift card or something, or do something. But yeah.
There are also other criteria in there. It's 1,000
views,
1,000 subscribers, so many hours of view time. I forget how many hours they want. It's pretty stringent. And then I know, like when you get up to a certain level, then you can change your name. Like I was able to change mine to something that made more sense than a bunch of numbers and random letters. But really, unless you have 1 million subscribers, you really don't see much money from YouTube.
No. I'd just be happy to get a lot of subs. I'd be happy. It's I'm gonna bring this up. I was debating if I was gonna bring this up or not, but yeah, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna throw out his name. I'm not gonna dox him, but there's this guy. He'll only comment on my videos if he has something like, it's something like not being negative, like kind of say, great video, but like as you say, gut punching you. And my Sheets video, he put up. This person said, I can't. I use the phrase. I use the phrase on the docket. Just not even real. See, there's a guy named Royce Miller who I love watching his videos. His term is on the docket, and I was watching his videos that morning or that day, and it just came out, and he goes. The basic comment was like he's like, can you start making your own content? I'm like thinking, dumbass, I do, Then he put down because I said on the docket. Okay, so all right, whatever. Then he goes, Frank the Tank. Well, I like you steal Frank. I'm like, I will dox Frank the Tank, like just for. And I said I will. Frank the Tank came to our area, disrespected three local places and one not so local, being Yakos that me and FP went to. And Frank the Tank's videos, they'll be like 5-6 minutes, and only 2 minutes is going to be of like his hot dog. He eats a plain and a chili and cheese, and he gets a fry. That's it out of all of his videos. And I'm like, damn, my hot dog videos are more informative than his. So yeah, I said, do you ever hear of a parody? If you ever want, I don't know, it's parody. But yeah, Frank the Tank. One thing I will say about Frank the Tank, though, he can try, like, I don't know how he does it, but he's literally like, he'll be in Florida one day or one video, and then like New Jersey the next. And I don't know if it's all timed or if it's if he's just randomly throwing up his stuff, but yeah, he's all over the place. Pennsylvania, Ohio, like this dude can travel. And I'm sitting there thinking, going, if anything, I'm like, damn, I had the means to travel like that. I think it'd be pretty cool. So I'm like, guy, like, come on, but so I replied back to him. I'm like, all right, thanks for your input, and yada yada yada. But it's let's see.
Marcus, did they seriously lower that? Because I would qualify.
I could now. I believe I have the views. I got the views. I hit the view count. I believe I got the view count. Lenny, I can't stand Frank the Tank anymore. He does, but other than his hot dog videos, I don't watch his other videos because like he would do this. He'd have like a and they'll talk about like football, screams all like I'm like no. I'll check out his hot dog, but I don't watch any other of his stuff. He does, Paige. All right, enough about Frank the Tank. But I heard, I wanted to go back to Coney Island up in Scranton, but I heard the one is temporarily closed. And I don't know how true that is, but according to Google, not the one that's near the trestle, right next, but it's the one that's up on the main Ave. I heard it's temporarily closed according to Google. I don't know. So if anybody out there is from Scranton area, it can tell me if it is or if it isn't. I just might call.
Hey, I actually have backup plan for you. So if the Coney Island that you're talking about is closed, there's a different place I think it would be West Side Scranton. It's called the Keystone Lunch. That's where I want you to go. I want you to check the Keystone Restaurant. It's called.
Tell you what. Next time, how about next time you come with me?
Yeah, dude.
And Mike and FP could come. We'll do like a foursome food review.
The Keystone Restaurant up on North Main Ave in West Scranton.
I'm gonna note
that.
Man.
I know my way around Scranton so poorly. I had to go there for an EMG test just a week or two ago, and it's like, oh my God, I'm just like, it's been so many years since I was here. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, we'd come get you.
Oh, that would work. Thank you. Yeah, you really couldn't ride in my car. I mean, I converted my little car into, I don't know if you guys have ever watched the channel, there's like a little purple car parked in front of my place. It's a Chevy Spark. That's mine. And I converted it not too long ago. Like you can actually take the seats apart. Like the bottom part of the seats will lift out in the back, and then you could take the headrests out and you can fold everything flat and literally have like a mini pickup van kind of cargo space. And it's like we never have passengers anyway. It's usually just Gina riding shotgun and me driving.
Right.
So,
Oh yeah, we'd come get you. We'd come pick you up. Yeah, there's another place out somewhere in Scranton. Someone said, I don't know if it begins with a C. Out in Catawissa. I can't remember. If he comes out to show himself, I have Mr. Jingles here this week. If he decides to come out of his hiding spot, I'll show Mr. Jingles. He's here with us. Oh, that's right. You were Lenny. Lenny was from West Side. I forgot. Now resides in Wilkes-Barre. Ta-da! I don't know if you went from one to the other, from the frying pan into the fryer.
Man, Wilkes-Barre was really buzzing yesterday. We had a presidential candidate in town who pretty much shut down the whole city for a little bit.
Catalinos, that's it. Catalinos, that's what it was.
Oh, Catalanos, yeah.
Catalanos.
Yeah, great place.
Yeah, it's the last time a presidential candidate came to the area. I was still working out in Jessup. Thank God I had at least a half a tank of gas in the car because I come flying up and all of a sudden it's like everything's. I'm like, oh, dead stop, and I'm like, I can't back up now to get off at the edge I just passed. I'm like, I sat on 81 for at least a good half hour.
It's becoming more and more frequent, basically because as Pennsylvania becomes more and more of a battleground state for both sides. I mean, generally speaking, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Allentown pretty much decides Pennsylvania's elections. But I'm seeing a lot of candidates on both sides of the aisle really, taking notice of this area. That the real swinging, because you're talking like, okay, you've got miles and acres of farms in PA that are all red, and then you have a blue city like Philly, you got a blue city like Pittsburgh, you got a mostly blue city like Allentown, and then you have Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, and Wilkes-Barre and Scranton can swing either way and really sway the vote.
Yeah.
And when you're talking that an entire election can hinge on what Pennsylvania does, I mean, it really, our moniker, the Keystone State, really starts to hold true.
Yeah. All right, Fly Guy, pretty sure that Coney Island is closed for good.
See what I did there? I talked politics and I didn't get very political.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's so I know it's going to be the talk. As long I don't have a problem with that, as long as it's not like, oh well, this guy.
Oh, just
yeah, no. What you did was fine, and then that's cool.
I'm just talking like the next little balancing act they did there.
Yeah, that's fine. See, that's something I can deal with because we're not shooing one person or shooing the other or going one way or another. We're talking general, and but it's going to be coming up in the next months. That's going to be the talk of. Can be the talk of the town. The election coming up. Who's going to win? Who's going to lose?
Oh, you're gonna see more campaign visits to this area.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I work from home. So let them come.
Actually,
let them come. Let them come because let them shut it. Let them shut down whole 81. Work from home. I don't have to deal with it anymore.
I was working from home Friday, so it worked for me.
All right, Lenny said going to go to Chaco's. Of course, Kamala had to be in the township. And that's another place I keep forgetting about because I was looking for Well, this week last night I didn't go pizza hunting because
She's here.
I didn't get paid this week, so I'm kind of like, do I do my one review? That's why I went to Burrito Local. I'm like, okay, I can only do one review. That usually I do two. Do a Friday night and I do something on Saturday. But this week, this paycheck, can't do both. So to keep the Pizza Friday going, and Fred, you're gonna like this. The caveman, I like that.
I can't hear a word you're saying.
Fred, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, that's you, FP. It's something with yours.
But he can't hear you.
As long as you guys can hear me, I know it's not on my end. Could be on
Yeah,
his.
it's all good on my end. Yeah, I can hear everybody, see everybody.
So I'm like, and Fred, you're gonna like this because you always say, "Are you gonna go back to home cooking shows?" Yes. So about maybe 2 years ago, I did something I called it Chef Jay's Pita Bread Pizza, and I went back to Garrity's and I cannot find that company they were dealing with. I guess they don't deal with anymore. So I'm like looking like, damn it. I didn't want flatbread. I didn't want tortillas. I'm like, damn it. So if anybody's ever been to Garrity's in West Pittston here, over near the deli section, I saw they have almost like it's personal pan size crust from a local vendor. So I'm like, so last night, and I was looking at Napoli's, however you pronounce it, their menu for like a regular decent pizza, you're gonna pay $20. I'm like, so I went to Gary's. I got the shells, a jar of sauce, cheese. I stopped at my sister's house because she has a garden, and I got some homegrown tomatoes. So I came home. I made pizza home. That was my pizza night. I made it. So, AK Pizza Night, and for you, Fred, AK Caveman, got a home cooking show coming up for you.
Sounds good, brother. I'm glad to see you back in the world famous kitchen. I mean, it's going to start getting colder within the next couple of weeks here. The summer's going to come and go, and we'll be, cooped up inside. So I'm sure you'll be, doing some more home cooking soon, man.
I will.
So good to see.
Me and FP, we're gonna. I don't. It's when it gets because last night I figured I'm like, my downstairs is small. I have a small half double, and using that oven last night, I was like dying. I was like, oh my god. So when the weather gets colder, me and FP are gonna don the bacon, and we're gonna make some CBD brownies.
Oh yeah, some brownies.
Okay, so
we
got 5 cuts buffalo.
I actually have a kitchenette set up on this floor, on the other side of that door where Gina just came out of.
What up, Gina?
Hi.
Jay, we got to get you up to spare time, man. I'm looking at Lenny's comment here. He had some great pizza there last night. Spare time pizza at Back Mountain Bowl up in Dallas, dude. You got to try it. So good.
There was also another place, I forget where, but it was inside like something. And I used to post in my one group all the time. And I haven't seen, so I don't know if they're still in business or not. But it was from, I think was it in Scranton? Maybe? I can't remember. But he put up like different stuff. I'm like, wow, this is the stuff. I wish I was with close enough so I could go, on lunch and grab it. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate that. The thing with the pita bread, though, the thing with the pita bread, you got to watch because that'll burn really quick. So I took like 1 or 2 for me to actually time it right. I had a toaster back then, not the air fryer. But last night with those shells I got from Garrity's, I did it. What I did was I made 2 pies. I made one which was like sauce, cheese, sauce and cheese, and I had I forget what seed. Parsley, some other seeds I put on it. And then on my other one, I kind of did a mock of what my sister made a couple weeks ago. I laid down cheddar cheese or the shredded mozzarella cheese. I sliced up a tomato from my other sister's garden, and I laid mozzarella on top of it, and again parsley and seasons I use. I can't remember the other one I got. Shit. And I let it go for 350 for 10 minutes, and it turned out perfect. Yeah, so Mark's wait for that video to come up. That'll be coming up shortly.
Tell you what, guys.
Pizza.
I'm sorry. One place I do not recommend. I went there last night. I got one thing I really dig is meatball stromboli. It's kind of like a meatball hoagie with, just encased. I went to Uncle Joe's Pizza last night in Pittston by the Walmart, and oh my God, the thing was just a blob of grease. Like my liver was like, oh, like. Just like it felt like somebody just took my liver and went like this.
Yeah.
Like, come on, yeah, let's get some cirrhosis going,
That happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like when I opened the box, actually came open in the back, and I was saying to Gina, like, oh my God, the thing. I thought it like dumped or spilled or something like in the inside. No, it was just that greasy.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Years ago, I mean, Uncle Joe's always had a good pizza. And yeah, it was a pizza you're going to get a little grease to it. You're not going to get away from it. But the actual Uncle Joe sold it. He had something in his family. I think he started, his father was sick. So to help be with his father, or a family relative, I think it was his father, the story. He sold it to one of the employees that worked there, and it's a girl now that took it over. But Uncle Joe's was always good. I never had their subs or sam, but their pizza was always good.
Well, my favorite meatball stromboli, hands down, has to be Sam Hill's. So actually, food wise, for this area, I think Sam Hill's has probably your best pizza. That like a pizzeria kind of menu. They do things the best, man.
Great food there.
Fred, where do you
What? It's on George Ave. We discussed this the last time I think.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it's on George Ave, right by Shields.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fred, where do you get that pita? Where do you get that pita bread?
Yeah, dude. So I like any grocery store you could get it at. Fresh Grocer, Price Chopper. It's usually like in the bread aisle. So I know like if you go down the Mexican food aisle with all the salsas and tortillas and fajitas and stuff like that, you could find them there too. But go to the bread aisle because that's where you'll find like Mission pita bread, super thin. It's
actually
healthy too.
You want to go with pita bread? Go with Atias. They're actually distant relatives of my ex-wife, but they're local. It's a local bakery. They actually make pita. Yeah, if you go to Shields, you go to the deli. All in front of the deli, like any of the pita bread that you see, is Atita's pita bread, and that's all they do. They just bake pita bread, and it's like the best you'll ever have.
Damn. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. I want to try that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that too.
It's a little the spelling is different than my ex-wife. It's I believe it's ATEA, like a Taya, or no, ATIYA. Sorry, there's two different ways to spell that particular Arabic surname.
Okay, so Marcus says he's seen the Mission around, so it's not just a local thing. So yeah.
It's usually in the bread aisle, or like I said, you could find it in the ethnic food aisle. Pretty much at any grocery store. They have like spinach wraps, tomato and basil. You could get any. I mean, I think they have an everything bagel seasoned wrap or pita bread. I just get the plain ass like whole wheat one.
Right.
And my wife and I have like a small like pizza oven. You could sort of make like one personal pizza at a time. It has a timer, so the bell rings, and then your pizza's done. You put another one in. Maybe once a month, we get those Mission pitas. Don Pepino sauce, that's what I use. And, mozzarella cheese, and
there you go.
sometimes pepperoni. meatballs, any kind of toppings.
You know what? Throwing my plug out there. I'm sorry. I reversed things. The way my ex-wife spelled her last name was Atiyieh. The way that the bakery spells it is Atia. So I kind of got things mixed up in my head. But yeah, that's Atiya's Bakery. They're actually on Hazel Street in Wilkes-Barre.
Oh, cool.
Like the actual bakery is on Hazel Street.
I think I've been there back in the day. Like, because I remember, are they also like a Middle Eastern type?
Yes.
I've been there back in the day. My
Yes,
old boss from when I worked in the car lot, he'd say, "Go over to Atiya's and I have an order. Go pick it up. I got everybody sandwiches or stuff like stuff." I'm like, "Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll go for a ride." Atiya's. I knew that name sounded familiar.
Yeah, I actually I installed a satellite dish for them back in the day. The old man wanted to watch, soccer in his home country, which I think was Lebanon. So yeah, I mean, he wanted to see the soccer games and stuff, so I installed a dish for him. That was.
Speaking of Lebanon, I have a quick question. I'm wondering if maybe Lenny could answer this question. So Lenny, if you're listening, because I saw earlier that you're from West Scranton, there's a Lebanese restaurant in West Scranton. It's like down the road or before the Keystone. You might know what I'm talking about. I've always wanted to try it. I'm wondering if you know what I'm talking about. It's a Lebanese place in West Side. And would you recommend it?
Len, there's a challenge for you, buddy. I know what I wanted to show. I almost forgot all about it. The last couple, I'm redesigning stuff in the merch store, and I did I want to throw up something just for now for a few seconds. My wedding service, simple ceremonies. I have. It's near Kaiser on Main Ave. Is it near? I don't know. So really quick, for all those that follow, my weddings and things like that, I have the simple ceremonies of any PA T-shirt. I have two designs. It just says simple ceremonies of Northeast PA. Okay, and then I have another one for couples that either are booking with me or booked with me or even just like the shirt. It's gonna be. It says one memory created with one couple at a time. I forget the verbiage. So that's our basic one. This is the one couple at a time shirt. Yes, click that QR code. And again, up in the left-hand corner, if you love the show, you want to support our adventures, even if it's $5, all that, anything that we get from the show, it goes to gas. It goes like when me and FP did a road trip to Yakko's, that paid for the gas and paid for the food. So yeah, it always goes back to the brand. So yeah, click that QR code for the simple ceremony one couple at a time shirt. Now, here, we'll take that away. I'm not a big hat. I don't wear hats. I'm not a big hat fan, but I did. It's called the Distress Cap, and I did it outside the box live to support the show. Check that out. Click that QR code.
Cool. I like that. I love hats. I love wearing hats. I may have to get one of those. I like that.
Now, and I did a new outside the box live. They call it the dad cap. It's a regular baseball cap. Yeah, so click those QR codes. Check out the merch, and there's some other stuff I'm going to show up before the end of the show. but just a couple right now to see. There, hide that out so we can. Okay. Let's see.
Mike, do you ever go to Vesuvio's? I know that's like kind of close to where you're located.
Oh God, yeah. I know what you mean. I've never eaten there. I'm sorry. It's actually walking distance to where I live. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like in the 100 block. I'm in the 400. But I mean, if you really, wanted to walk, yeah, you could. No, I've never been there. Although it used to be on Patrol Live quite a lot back
Yes,
when
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, there's there's a brawl down there. There's 100 people fighting.
Yep.
Didn't one of those shows come to Wilkes-Barre a few years back?
Oh yeah.
The GF sister's a paramedic, and she ended up like getting caught on camera whether she was doing her thing at one of the accidents, or something happened and she had to be there. So yeah.
I broadcasted some of their outtakes more than once, basically because it was happening right in front of my house, and it didn't make the show. But people from there, it's kind of where my channel started to gain some traction because I would live stream that stuff. So a lot you go in the OPL groups like while it's live and say, hey, they're not showing this right now, but this is what's happening in Wilkes-Barre, and you'd get just a massive amount of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Wilkes-Barre letting their contract run out with OPL, it really hasn't been very good for me, but honestly, it's probably better for the city overall.
Yeah.
Now, I heard down at Kirby Park they had something going on. Or no, not Kirby Park, downtown. Because when I was leaving Burrito Loco, I saw there was something going on the square. I don't know exactly what was going on, but they had vendors. They had the cops were there, and they had some type of festival going on. I don't know what it was.
Gina says it was some kind of multicultural festival thing. See, I thought it was summer stabbing days myself, or summer shooting days. They're kind of interchangeable. But no, it was some kind of multicultural deal. And summer shooting days happened on Northampton Street in front of the movie theater. So.
And then last week there was a shooting in Wilkes, or like near the square, or that might have been what you're just talking about.
Yeah, right in front of the movies on Northampton Street. Yeah.
There's a vape shop down there. Gina and I were down there 2 days earlier. We were right there. And I was like, because the vape shop I go to for coils is right near Northampton, right near that corner, Northampton and North and South Main. So yeah, it's we were looking at each other. It's we were just there. But hey, it was nothing. It was nothing random, right? That's what they always say. Nothing random. This was a completely targeted attack. You don't have to worry.
Right. Somebody was looking for somebody for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Innocent bystanders never happen when they're shooting at a distance. Just all the platitudes.
Yeah.
FP, you want to chime in at all, or you have anything you want to talk about?
No. I just been listening.
Cool.
Any new drone excursions, guys? You guys still drone in, or
We haven't droned in a while.
No.
We just started getting back to the cemetery. It's Friday night, so hopefully, I want to get back to doing everything. It's just going to take me a little bit of time to get myself up to speed again. But yeah, I definitely. So
I
the next.
read the comments. I'm trying to keep up with that, but
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Hey, you're here. You're with us. It's So this next 2 weeks, I'm actually going to go back into nesting. So my hours are going to be 9 to 5:30. Oh yeah, hey Len. Yeah, I'm a SME now. I'm like a nesting SME, and yeah, I'm senior rep now, and finally made senior rep. So for these 2 weeks again, I won't have to talk to anybody. Any calls, and now not this week, but the next week, next 2 weeks from now on Friday, my niece is getting married. So I took that day off because it's on a Friday. So I'm like going to a nice. Next 2 weeks are going to be like cake work.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to doing that. Yeah, Lenny and I, for those that don't know, Lenny and I used to work together at Cognizant, well, TMG out in Jessup. And we need to just get a big old, like, just before it gets too cold, just a whole big old, just meet up again and do that again, and just whoever shows up, shows up. That's what I'd like.
I don't know. I think we should all go to Jessup during the Ubaldo Festival and kill the fix and make sure do our part to make sure that Ubaldo loses the race.
When do they do that on?
It's like spring, I think.
What's
just a bunch of guys coming out. No, not this time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking of the running of the Saints. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking the running of the Saints.
Yeah,
it's like the Harlem Globetrotters. They win against the Senators every time. And I mean, like, I'm sick of it.
Right.
I don't want, the fix is in, and I don't like that. It's just dishonest.
Santo Baldo was in May, so they usually do that in May every year. So in the spring.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not often right about things. So
No,
I'm glad
you're
I
right
was
on the
this
money.
time. Oh, thank you.
Right
So
on
yeah,
the money,
we should go next May and just make sure that Ubaldo doesn't win this year.
I'm gonna mark my calendar now. I'm gonna have to start running though, because I haven't gone for a run in a long time.
I gotta hear you there.
It's gotta dump some oil on.
That's gonna be hard.
Gina just had a good idea. Maybe just take some oil and just grease the street. That way we don't actually have to physically exert ourselves.
Grease the street.
Or like remember the movie Animal House at the end?
Oh yeah.
The guy has that big box of marbles and he throws out in the street.
There you yes. Marbles.
Marbles.
She just says she'll supply and buy the marbles.
All right, cool.
We're gonna need like tens of thousands of marbles, but yeah.
What was in Animal House? Can I have some of the marbles, please?
I found these in the walls of the house. These are actually old clay marbles.
Nice.
Oh.
Well, I should say not the wall. Like, we have pocket doors between the living room and dining room.
Okay.
And the cats were playing with old clay marbles, and we realized where are these cats getting clay marbles? So we went digging and found in the pocket doors that there's like 50 of them, along with game pieces, and we found old Christmas cards from the 30s.
Wow. I wonder if that's worth anything now, like a collector or something.
Nah.
No?
I watched enough Pawn Stars to know that stuff like that is never worth anything. It's interesting to see though. Like the gentleman who originally owned this place, his name was Adams. He owned this property for over 50 years, and it was from his time.
When I bought my house, there's and honestly, I just left them alone. Just a bunch of old license plates from back when the Pennsylvania license plates were like yellow and blue.
Yellow and I remember that.
Remember they were like an ugly, yellow, puke yellow color.
Yeah.
Probably in the
like the backing
70s, 80s.
Like the back itself was like yellow, and then I vaguely remember.
Yeah.
I-
I have a bunch
I'm
of those in my basement.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to remember, Jay. I'm sure you probably remember a few of these working in a car lot. The longer plates that said Penna. Like it didn't say Pennsylvania, it said Penna on it.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember. Let's see. I'm gonna give a shout out to Matt.
I
Matt
said, what does Henna mean?
1306 commented on my hot dog. I did a slaw dog video. I want to try how I wanted to make a slaw dog. And he said I used the Hebrew National because I read online that there's supposed to be a better taste, which they were okay. But Matt here states, and thanks Matt for commenting if you're watching the show. Okay, hot dogs Nathan's is much better, in my opinion. Yeah, and Nathan's does have a good dog. I will say that. Thank you for the people that are watching on my channel. Check out FP's channel.
Gina Marie agrees.
I like sub-bread hot dogs, probably the best.
I fry mine in adobo and sriracha, and the two things
spicy.
together.
Oh, that sounds good.
Spicy dogs. I like that, man.
Thank you to all who's watched us on the False Paranormal NEPA channel. Appreciate that. And FP, you have 146 subs. Not 120,
Wow.
146 subs. Check out on Facebook. But yeah, it's I don't think everyone subscribed to all the channels within the last week. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I like everything spicy.
Well, it's like I tried the red sauce at Burrito Loco today, and I was like, oh.
Oh man, I could drink that.
I didn't video it, but you know how like that they have that little looking tiki bar thing, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the fruit juices and stuff.
Yeah,
I love that.
When I was talking to the owner, I guess he's the owner or that or somebody. He's a younger looking guy, so he could be the owner. So he took down all my information, like the websites, the YouTube channel, and someone give a shout out to Burrito Loco if you're watching tonight. Guys did amazing food. But he let me try each of the sample of the juices, and the pineapple one I liked the best. Now all four were good, don't get me wrong, but the pineapple one I liked the best, and it almost like a cream tasting liqueur almost. I forgot what he called it, but it almost tasted like a liqueur. That was good too. So when I do go back, I'm getting the. Hey.
Gina said something about hibiscus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. They have a hibiscus one. Yep. I like those because, like, Jay, I know none of that coffee bullshit. So I know you like the OJ. Do you like OJ with pulp or no pulp?
I prefer no pulp, but I'll any port in the storm.
Yeah. I love those frescas, I think they call them, right, Mike? I think they're called like the fresca juice at Burrito Loco, like the hibiscus one. They have a mango, and they're like very pulpy. They're chunky.
I don't drink the only thing when I go to a restaurant, being with diabetes and everything, I only ever have water with lemon.
Gotcha.
So
gotcha.
yeah, and there is some pulp in there with the lemon. But no, and like if I'm going to drink orange juice, it's generally with vodka. So
there you go. Little screwdriver action.
Exactly. And actually, with diabetes, I haven't had orange juice in years. I do miss it. I used to love it. But yeah, I can't really have fruit juice.
I love it too. It gives me terrible heartburn, but I drink it anyway because I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drink a lot of lime juice. I dig, and it's something I can have.
Yeah, Marcus agreed. Got to have the snap with the dog.
Yep.
Now, when I do them home, I usually will get I'll get like the ballpark, or if I can find the Hatfield, I'll get the Hatfield. Hatfield had good, but then Garrity stopped.
Do the ballpark ones like ruin the sides of your frying pans like they used to do on TV? You know, when they plump up and they bend the metal and everything.
Not never. Well, I either do mine in the air fryer or on the grill. If I do it on the stove, back in the day, I remember something used to torch, so I forget what it was. But
it was like they had like the hot dog vendor walking down the aisle, and like the ballpark Franks would like, you know when they're done, because like they start like denting the side of the hot dog concession.
Yeah.
I was being a smart ass, man. I apologize.
No, that's fine. Because I remember like years ago when I would fry them in the pan, it would torch. It would like wouldn't have to clean. I'd be like scrubbing the sides and like son of a bitch, you know. So,
well, you shouldn't like. First of all, for hot dogs, you should be like if you're gonna go like the old Abe's way, it should be like maybe about half an inch of water in the pan, and then your spices in the water, which, like I said, for me is adobo and sriracha. And then, you know, I always cover them, and then just like you cook them until the water dries up or evaporates, I should say. And that's, you know, that's the best. I mean, that's the best method I know of. And then I'm sacrilegious. I eat them with ketchup.
I know. It's if I do it on the stove, I do it dirty water dog style, and I'll throw them in the pot with water and just let it go. Hey, Molly. Yeah. Or when I get the urge, I'll go out in the grill, which weather's going to be, you know, soon. It's not going to be, to me, warm enough. So I'll go throw them on the grill, toast up buns. Hi, Molly.
Oh, thanks, by the way. Now I'm hungry for hot dogs, and I don't have any. So, hey, nice.
Go to Sheets. 2 for like $1.
I'm pretty sure they're made out of circus animals.
It's still good though. It's
you never ever trust cheap meat, you know.
Say we used to eat it back when we go to Top Dog, man. That was a grade D edible.
Exactly. They put us in school too. I mean, school lunches, my school cafeteria, dude. I mean, the food was not good. You didn't go to school for food.
Remember those monkeys that escaped out of that truck on Interstate 80? Yeah, I'm sure more than one of those monkeys ended up as hot dogs.
Ooh.
Marcus, answer your question. No, ballparks do not have a snap. Not the ones I ever had, anyway. Hey, Molly. Come here. Say hi. Come here.
When we say snap, you mean like elastic? Like
are you snacking? What are you talking about?
Hold them and they a little snap.
Snap back.
You hear like a click, like almost like you'll hear it. Like
a
if you break it, like
hello, Super Cat.
A glow stick? Like you break a glow stick?
It's really just kind of like an aesthetic thing. Like, you know, certain hot dogs. I think certain casings that they use. You know, you take that bite and it kind of has like a snap.
It's red pink. And Mark.
He's touching your face. He's touching face with another dog.
Ballparks, I don't believe they. I mean, they have a casing, but I don't believe it's
snappy. Yeah.
Oh, they have a casing.
Okay, casing. All right.
So that's what makes it snap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
a certain type of casing. Yeah. Like a piece of kielbasa. You guys ever have kielbasa? You know how like the casing of kielbasa is very like, you know, tough.
Yeah.
Right? Like it kind of snaps when you bite into it.
Casing is a nice way of saying pig's intestine.
Exactly.
Hit it with some chili, mustard, and onions, man, and I'm good to go.
Oh, you guys gotta stop. I'm gonna puke. Oh.
It's
Jay, you like a good kielbasi, right? You're a kielbasi guy.
Yeah. Also for this holiday coming up, when I was over at Sabatelli's, I got a Sabatelli hoagie the other day, and I'm gonna get some of their smoked kibasi. I like smoked better than fresh, but they have kibasi. I'm gonna get my ham from them.
Me
I'm
too.
gonna order my ham from them too for Christmas.
Actually, if you want to go for holiday meat stuff like that, go to the Plains Deli. They're only open for holidays. Like he'll open. I know the family.
Okay.
And the food, their kibasi is like the only kibasi I ever tasted that was better was my Russian Ukrainian grandmother's kielbasi that she used to make at home. His is really good. Slovy family owns the place. I can't think of the street in Plains. It's kind of like a backwater. It's like it's off of Carey Street. In fact, it might be Carey Street.
Okay.
So yeah, they have Carey Street in Plains. It's
Plains Meat Market. Plains Meat Market.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's like Hudson Road. Yeah.
Okay. That would definitely make sense. Damian Salovi, he old friend of mine. And like I said, he's open around the holidays, like New Year's Eve, Christmas. Like he'll open the store for those. Like he'll open for like a month in December. He'll open for 3 or 4 weeks whenever Easter falls. That kind of stuff. In fact, it was interesting. The one time somebody went in there, they tried to rob the place with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
And that was all over the news. It's like, really, you're coming into a butcher shop to rob us with a knife? Mine's bigger than yours.
Right. I have a cleaver in my hand. Get out of here.
Remember? Do you guys remember Crocodile Dundee back in the day? The movie.
A knife? You call that a knife?
Yeah. This is a knife.
That's a knife.
It's a hi, Gina.
Gina says, "Hey."
Gina. Shifts is great. Shifts has great meat and seafood and all kinds of great stuff. Shifts rules. Great place.
There was a guy I used to work with back in the days of the car lot, and he's been long passed away. He was from the old school Italian back. Like everybody called him JR. His real name was Marino. Everybody called him Junior. Every holiday, he'd call me. He'd call me. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Nothing. This is before I was like Dane, or I started working it over in the car lot. He goes, "Come over to my house. Come down into the basement. I got something for you." Well, his basement was like a full service kitchen, almost like a full service kitchen. So he would make Dago red. He'd give me a jug every year. Boom, the right legit homemade Dago red was wine, and man, I miss that.
I haven't had tomato wine in years.
Yeah, ever since I haven't eaten he'd be he would make his own kibasi too. He'd do up his kibasi and here, take this too. Hazel Park. Oh, how does your brother like his shirt, Fred? Did I didn't see him in the chat.
He's. I don't think he's here tonight. He's got a commitment this evening, but I know that he got his shirt. I'll probably see him tomorrow, so I'll talk with him tomorrow, and but I'm sure he loves it, man. So maybe next time I talk with you, I'll give you an update. But all good.
So shout out to Matt. Maybe you'll watch the replay.
Yeah, he will.
I felt bad because for whatever reason, it took long to get some people to get their shirts, and I felt really bad. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just how production went, and Printify. But I'm looking delivered. I'm like, oh, thank God. Especially the guy, I think his name is Ryan. He ordered the awareness shirt. I'm looking. I'm like, still right now on the way. I'm like, where the hell did this thing come from? But everybody got there, so I'm glad. It's
Thanks, man.
But yeah, I was wondering.
I'm
Speaking
hoping
of,
to see him tomorrow. Usually
Tell
we
me
get
else.
together on Sundays, watch a little football.
It's outside the front can did that. All right, now I redid for you coffee lovers. I redesigned the outside the box coffee mug. Check it out. Click that QR code. White on black. Outside the box live. And
Nice.
also I did we did the paranormal mug. Redid it. And I redid the false paranormal outside the box live mug. In black this time though.
Cool.
And yes, FP's cat is there. So thank you guys for clicking the QR code, checking out this merch. I appreciate it. Right there. Yep. Mike's pointing to it now. Master of the mic he is. Oh, but FP, I was just showing you. You stepped away. I redesigned the false paranormal outside the box live. I did it now in the black. And yes, the cat's still there. It's
On this show's version of Vanna White.
wait, what about Vanna White?
On this show's version of Vanna White.
Oh. Ta-da.
Can I buy a vowel?
It's what was that? FP?
Yes,
We
you
would like
can.
to buy a vowel.
I used to talk
Any-
about couldn't hear anybody.
Anybody watching the new Wheel of Fortune now that Pat Sajak retired and Ryan Seacrest took over? Anybody catch that this week? I think
No,
it was
I
his
didn't.
first week.
I knew it was coming, but I haven't watched it. I haven't seen it.
Seacrest is just a natural, I mean, he has hosted shows and specials and award shows and stuff. I mean, you could tell he's just right in the zone, like right in his element now, hosting Wheel of Fortune. Like it was no big deal,
Well, it's like
You
I
got
think what
you got
helped
the
him
you got
out.
the gig and just
Hey,
hey,
Susan,
Susan's in the house.
what's up,
What up,
Susan?
Susan?
It's tell Bob we said hi, and we're glad he's home. I think what helped Ryan Seacrest though was when Dick Clark brought him on to help host the New Year's Eve.
New Year's Rockin' Eve. Yeah. Yep.
And
Yeah,
he's
that
been doing
definitely
it
boosted.
He's been doing it ever since.
Yeah,
Now he's the main guy.
he is, man. He is.
I mean, I hope he does good. I mean, because Pat Sajak was the man for how many years?
Oh,
100.
yeah, 40 some years probably. Man.
And like so, even though as good as Ryan Seacrest is, like I liked him when he co-hosts with Kelly in the morning. I used to watch them because I didn't start work till 10:30 back then, so I'd watch him. I hope he does good, but he has a big set of shoes to fill.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
To kind of touch back in the world news, with that, I don't know if it's sparked from the comments of the cats and dogs in Ohio, but I saw that on GMA where they're interviewing like the Haitians and they're saying like I guess people are sending out like death threats and like threatening this and that now and like because everybody thinks now that they're that the Haitians are stealing people's animals and eating them. I'm like, Jesus, man.
Dead cats in Ohio.
What's up, Skeeter? How you doing, guy? How you been? Cheers.
Cheers.
It's
Yeah, basically, I mean, they're trying to. Well, Donald Trump said this during the debate, and now the result of that is the Haitian community is frightened, and people are making bomb threats against the local schools and administrative buildings and stuff. It's like, okay, there's a whole. It's like a county commissioners meeting out there where the people themselves, not oh well, we talked to state officials and they said that this is fake. Of course, they're going to say that. They don't want their town looking bad. Like, when you go to this meeting, this county commissioners meeting, where all these people from Springfield are like saying, "Look, my cat's missing," okay, or "Hey, we got pictures. This guy's pulling a duck out of the pond and cutting its head off," and you import people from third world countries where they have leaders with names like barbecue. These things are going to happen.
I mean, I feel bad for the legit people that are just trying to live their life and get threatened.
Exactly.
Yep.
That was a little political, Jay, but you brought it up.
Yeah, I know. Skeeter said he's doing some stealth camping. Yeah, I did
Also
bring that
noted-
up on me. Yeah, it was I opened that door.
Stealth camping, also known as pretending to be homeless. All right, Gina, we're going to go out and sleep in the car tonight, okay?
All right. I'll do it.
Right.
I heard her say she'll do it.
She will.
About 3, 4 tomorrow, we'll come knock on the window and go, "How you doing?"
Of course, hey, then again, enough ISO 101 and we'll
Well, where I park, it's not out front.
well, then again, we could sleep in your. She parks out back. I'm the one who's dumb and parks on the street. I just like it because my car is right on the other side of the glass over there. I can just Oh, we got a co-pilot.
What up? There she is. Yep, there she is.
No, I'm not here. I'm
Okay,
hiding. I'm invisible.
you're in stealth mode.
What does hand purple blue peace mean?
Not a clue.
What the fuck kind of language is he on tonight?
And purple blue.
Yeah, no, not a clue.
I think
no
maybe he
problem.
was trying to type an emoji. I think maybe the.
You don't type emojis. You just click on them. How do you? Oh my god!
Marcus said he stealth camped at a rest area. Cool.
I've done that before.
I think we've all. Well, I know I've done that before
I still camp on my couch at night.
for a couple hours. When years and years ago, coming back from my honeymoon, so going back to 2002, me and now ex-wife were like, we're gonna just drive straight through. We're just gonna see how. Oh yeah, okay, that really. Yeah. Parked over for a good half hour, a good hour, snooze.
Which Walmart?
Yeah, which Walmart, Susan?
The one in Pittston, they have low clearance gates.
Anti-trucker.
Tractor trailers can't park there overnight. Otherwise they'll rip the roof off the trailer. Yeah.
Tear the roof off this sucker.
Yeah.
Here. Oh, it's
However, I used to laugh at them, I still do to a degree. Like the people that'll get up on Black Friday, I laugh at the GF all the time. Like people that get up at 3 in the morning and go shopping at 4 in the morning.
I know.
So the day after Christmas, Black Friday. I look at him and go, yeah, okay, no. Oh, like, I bust my girlfriend about this all the time. I'm like, try to get her up to go out for like breakfast. I mean, like, like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock for breakfast on a Sunday morning or Saturday morning. She's like, she'll be like, go away, I'm sleeping. But come Black Friday, man, she's out by like 5, and I'm like,
I hate shopping.
and I'll bust her out like all the time. She's like, well, I can't, I don't know if I'll get up there. I'm like, just pretend it's Black Friday. She'll be like, shut up.
Yes, Susan. People do camp in the Walmart part. I've seen it many times. I don't really go to that Walmart because their checkout is backwards. So you get these long lines, like you'll have people like lined up past the toy aisles to get to the checkouts because the checkouts are in reverse. And there's only Gina's right. There's only 2 lines to get in, but I do go to the liquor store there, and yes, I will, see people. Sometimes they're in campers, sometimes they're in cars, sometimes.
Wait, Walmart has a liquor store in Wilkes-Barre?
Well, it's next to it.
Oh, I thought you meant like in. I was like,
yeah, right next to Chuck E. Cheese, so the parents can get liquored up.
Other kids are Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, there's a liquor store next door to Chuck E. Cheese, and no, Walmart doesn't have one of their own yet. I don't know if I'd want to buy wall liquor.
Redner's. Now, there's none in the pits in Walmart, but Redner's, and this has been on that for at least a good year, maybe a little bit longer. When you walk into Redner's, there's like you can get beer. You can like sit down at their counter, have a beer. I'm like, damn, like whatever. Like, I was like at Redner's, yeah. They have
I haven't been to Redner's in years.
I've never been there.
I used to work there. I worked there for 5 years. It was my favorite job ever. That's before they sold alcohol. So this was years ago, but yeah, great store.
Where's it at?
Redner's is over by
Pittston Bypass.
Oh, there's one over there too, yeah. On Pittston Bypass. There used to be one over in Edwardsville.
No, that's been closed for years.
Yeah, because they kept getting flooded.
Right.
Yeah, they got flooded. They closed, but there's one in Pittston on the bypass, and they have another one up in Scranton. I can't remember the name. It's right over the Harrison Avenue Bridge by Arby's in Scranton.
It's right behind. Yeah, it's right behind Arby's.
Yeah, nice store.
Actually, Arby's is in their parking lot, basically.
Right.
But yeah, I like about Redner's is they have that 5 for like $25 thing you can get like meats. And I mean they're not big, but you can at least for 2 people, depending what it is, like 3 people. I've got a box of their hamburgers, which they're generic and they're okay. They're not the greatest, but they're okay. But you can get like bacon. You can get chicken. Like there's a lot of good stuff you get for like this 5 for $5.25 deal. That's why I like going over there. Okay, that's the Price Chopper, isn't it, Susan? Market. That's Price Chopper still, isn't it? Or they're together or something like that.
That's like their other name.
Market 32, Price Chopper, Price Chisel.
I know a few people that work there.
And Garrity's too.
Yeah,
Garrity's
one of our
in Missouri.
BFFs.
Gary's has beer now. Yeah, they sell beer.
And wine too. I'm not sure about liquor, but I know they sell wine. Like as soon as you walk in, it's just wall to wall craft beer and wine.
I always forget, like
How they changed that? Hard liquor.
Hard liquor they cannot sell. They can only sell like that watered down versions.
No, they have Wegmart. Wegmart has wine, beer.
Big ass stuff going in the food dish.
I'm sorry.
You could get like airplane bottles, I think. Like if you wanted an airplane shooter, a fireball. I
Yeah,
think
but
you
they're
could
like
get something
watered down.
that.
They're watered
Yeah.
down and don't taste like Fireball at all.
Actually, if you look at like they have like this the pregame things. I don't know if you've seen them.
Yeah. Yes.
Here.
Jay will remember this.
I bought one of the
Oh,
fireballs.
yeah, there it is.
Jay will remember this. The pre-games, especially the grape one, is just repackaged Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's MD 2020, just repackaged, and we'll call it pre-game now. It's just cheap wine that like
Years
Ripple.
ago, I'm going back before I was 21, so I'm going back when I was like 18, 19. It was around October. A friend of mine at the time had a Halloween party out at their camper out in Tunkhannock. So my one buddy who's 21, he's like, "Do you want me to get you something?" I'm like, "Yeah, give me something cheap." So he brings me Mad Dog 2020 orange. Okay. So I was drinking that night straight out of the bottle with a couple. Hey, have a sip. Have to like.
Oh, it catches up to you.
The next day, I was sick as a dog. Like I was dying. And
Oh, yeah.
about, let's see, how many years ago, when my one roommate was with me, I'm gonna go back maybe 10 years. My roommate in FP knows her name's Tanya. She was with me for a while. We decided we're gonna have a house party. Not a big one, but so I'm like, I went to the liquor store down at where Gary's is in West Pittston. I'm like, Mad Dog 2020, awesome. So I get it. I don't know if I got orange or another flavor. I come home, it's like 11 o'clock at night. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! Like, I was tired, but like I wasn't like drunk or like. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! It was like, damn, like lost its mojo.
Well, to paraphrase Robin Williams when he would do a routine about MD 2020, it's like Mad Dog, aged for however long it's been on the shelf, and he would leave like, now this is the thing to drink if you actually want to see vapor trails as people pass by you, and when they try to talk to you, all you can hear is that's Mad Dog. I've had some rough nights on Mad Dog. I tore out Rob Gingel's sink from the wall one night with Mad Dog.
Wait, what? You tore out what?
Rob Gingel's bathroom sink. I tore it out of the wall. Like, here's the sink. Here's the toilet. I had a vomit, and it was like, and when I ripped the sink right out of the wall.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you don't want to be around when the 6'7", 300 some odd pound guy gets hammered and have to take care of him, because it's like I commend him for that. He's had that job more than once in his life, and he did pretty good with it.
So you wrestled.
Can't believe like you just like ripped the singer like right off the wall, like.
Yeah, like water shooting up in the air, and
Oh Jesus! I bet he had.
he was angry.
Oh, I'm
He was
sure
he was understandably upset, and I don't blame him. And Rob, if you're listening, I'm sorry for that. I am. I've apologized for it many times over the years.
Yeah, Rob catches the show every so often. He'll catch it like on the replay, or he'll tag it, like message. He'll comment one of my videos.
I remember you saying.
What was that?
I said I remember you saying that to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Rob and I really don't talk anymore, and that's a whole story and a half. But,
Yeah, sometimes things happen.
yeah, people for 40 some odd years, and there are bound to be bumps in the road.
Oh yeah. They have a drink now called the beep. Wait, who has a drink now called Beatbox, and that's like Mad Dog. Oh, okay. All right, I see what you're talking. I used to watch Bar Rescue when they would all the time, and John Taffer did a rescue down in New Orleans, and now it's called Spirits on Bourbon, and they made this called the Resurrection drink, and on an update they said it's in liquor stores now. So I'm wondering if I could get that and just try it, be like from Bar Rescue.
Way back when, I actually knew a woman who could probably be adequately described as beatbox, but that was another time and place.
It's oh,
That woke FE up.
I saw Amy Moss in the last was it 2 weeks, and
She lost a lot of weight.
yeah, she did. I was like, holy mag. So I'm doing their wedding, so I'm like, not really so much of like we'll just catch up with her and like to meet the the fiance, just to kind of get a feel of what they want and everything. And I walk in. Last time I saw Amy Moss was probably in 2000. I mean, I've talked to her on Facebook, but I think 2017, and I saw her like about 2 weeks ago. I'm like, holy crap! Like I don't know. She looked good. I mean, she lost a lot of weight. She looked different because I wasn't seeing her that thin, but I was like, wow, like you look great. And she told me the secret.
Yep.
And not like she said she like being her like she's type 2 too, and she gets that shot once a week. She does the shot, and she said it literally curbed her appetite too. So.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually went to school with her fiance.
Now, how do you say his last name?
Elginitis.
Elginitis. Okay.
Good Lithuanian name. I'm half Lithuanian, so.
So it's my husband.
I know.
I shouldn't say anything because that would
Polish.
summon him to call.
Yeah, God, I've known Amy. I've known Amy since first grade.
That's what she was telling me. I said, "Hey, guess who I started, talking? Kids started coming on the show. Oh, Mike Rogers." She's like, "Oh," and then she said, you guys knew each other for a long time."
We've known each other
I
forever.
lived right around the corner from her.
Well, we live right around the corner from where she used to live. So.
Yeah. I knew her brother more than her.
I didn't even know she had a brother.
Yeah, Bob's cool.
Well, back then I didn't. I think Amy Moss, it's safe to say, Amy knows everyone. Like her nickname should be like Miss Congeniality, because she just you can just throw any name at her and she'll be, oh yeah, and then she'll tell you a story about how she knows the person, where she knows them from, and it's like, oh my God. I don't know, Amy. Bob Saget. Oh yeah, I met him in New York.
She just commented on somebody else's post on my page that I noticed in my Facebook feed. I'm like, she knows that?
But it's funny because the day I went to see her and to meet the fiance, it was like 40 years ago that day that we all had the first day of township, and so we're talking like there was the first day of township that we met that I met her and you and Rob and.
Oh no! You would not have met Amy in township. You would have met her.
She lived around here. So.
She's a North Ender.
I thought you went to
with us. With me.
Yeah, she was in. You remember how they split us all up? And, some people went to Plains Junior High. I mean, she went to Dan Flood. I went to Dan Flood with her. That's how I know her from first grade.
Okay, I'm saying.
But the Wilkeswood kids, which I was one of them, the Wilkeswood kids ended up going because that Wilkeswood is Wilkesboro Township. So I ended up in Wilkesboro Township. She went to Plains.
I thought she went to Township. Anyway,
you wouldn't have met her until Coughlin.
Okay, yeah, I thought it's been like 40 years, so yeah. But she also met. Do you know Kim Perda?
Sounds familiar.
She's actually going to be singing at Amy's wedding.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And I haven't seen Kim Purda in probably 20, 30 years either. But yeah. No, we still got 8 people going strong. Thank you for hanging out with us. I know I'm probably gonna shut it down about 11 because I know Miss Molly Dunn off to take. She'll be bouncing to go out soon. But like always, though, it's a great show.
Oh yeah, always a lot of fun to talk with everybody.
Always.
I see
man.
I see the stealth.
Behind my big head, it's easy to do.
There you go.
Oh my god, I just pulled muscles in my legs.
Yeah, I'm trying not to pull muscle in my neck again.
Fun to get
Sun's
old.
getting old.
You know what, Marcus? And I loved Burger King more than McDonald's for like a long time. That I like McDonald's better now. Well, the Burger King, when I used to work at Burger King, whether it was a burger or whatever, like they would always pop it in the microwave for like just give that extra like heat, hot to warm it up. And now I don't think they do that because every time I go, like I'll get like a Whopper, I'll be like, shit, it tastes like not even like. Damn, it's like when I used to work at BK. If I'd make like a Whopper with cheese, I'd throw the cheese on, I'd pop it in the microwave, pop for like a good, like 5, maybe 10 seconds, whatever the microwave were set to that time, and then finish putting everything on and nice and hot. And now I'm like, what the hell?
Burger King burgers are still better than McDonald's, though.
Oh, I agree.
I never liked McDonald's food.
Now, for McDonald's, I like their hash browns.
I like their fries better than Burger King fries.
I'm not big on fries.
BK used to have really great fries, and they decided to
the coated ones.
they changed it. Like if it's not if it's not broken, don't fix it. Well, they decided to fix it, and now they suck. Burger King used to have, and I can't find this in the stores anywhere. I'm gonna try maybe Chefs, see if they have it or well, that's main source now, but they used to have these pizza snacks. Not like Tostitos where they're like square. They were actually looked like little egg rolls, but they were pizza rolls.
Yep.
And Burger King had them for a while. They were awesome. They were great. Then I got rid of them, and I can't find them.
I miss Burger King's cheese sticks.
Oh, the mozzarella sticks, they were good too. It was funny because I forget what the order was like. Was it 4, 6 to an order? Well, if I was on the fryers that night, I throw down 6 for them and 2 for me, and be like, yeah. And just
That's
try
like
not to get caught.
when they had the international chicken sandwich.
Sorry. Jay, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but Gina used to work for Burger King.
We had the conversation.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, she worked at the store I did probably years after I was there.
I worked there in 96.
Who was the GM?
I remember his first name was Mike.
It wasn't me.
Okay, when I was there, when I went back as a manager, it was a guy named Bob. So yeah, but when I left,
It was Bob as the GM, but there was 2 managers there named Mike.
Yeah, well, no, it was Bob was the GM, and then there was Neil. It was like
Smart ass.
when I was there, it was Bob was the GM. There was a girl named Jess, another guy named Mark, and myself. I don't know if there was 4 of us.
When I worked there, I was one of 3 people that worked up front. 3 girls: Gina, Tina, and Nina. So when they would call out our names, we'd all go, "What?" Because they all sound alike.
Sound alike. It's but when I was working as like a red shirt at McDonald's or Burger King, actually,
Yep.
Jancy was my GM. So we're going back, going way back. Jancy was my GM.
well, red shirts are always the first ones to get killed on away missions.
And if Jancy, if you're still listening, watching, buddy, they were some good times, buddy. Let me tell you. McDonald's quarter pounder is too greasy. Probably. But I still like it.
Big Mac, filet
It's
of
pretty
fish.
amazing that original chicken sandwich at Burger King, like on the long bun, you know,
I
their
love it.
original chicken sandwich.
Yep.
Isn't that just the best?
Yep.
It's one of my favorite things ever.
I liked when they had the international chickens. The
Oh
Italian.
yeah, the chicken
Marinara
parmesan one, yeah, with the marinara. Yeah,
I always put extra mozzarella on mine. I put a slice on top and a slice on the bottom.
yeah, sounds good.
When I was there, they came out with the grilled chicken. And
Oh, I love the grilled chicken too.
It was good, but it was a pain in the ass because you had to temper like 10 trays in this one cooler. And so you always and oh my God, that was a pain in the ass. But it was good though. It on the broiler it was really good. Oh, Mr. James is still sleeping.
Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounder, French fries, icy Coke, thick shakes, Sunday, apple pies.
You know what's sad that that's sad that you remember that, and it's sad that I remember that too.
It's part of our childhood.
I know it's still sad that we can remember it.
Kind of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Saturday morning cartoons, man.
Oh, that was Sesame Street.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Yeah. I'm thinking Saturday mornings. The oh shit.
I'm just a bill.
Yeah.
You're not thinking of the electric company. The electric company was after school.
I'm thinking the Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
You know, we're all talking about how old we are.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm 52. Mike's, same age as me.
I'll be 50 in a couple of months.
Fred, yes, they do, because I've gotten them for the GF.
I scored me the undercheck.
Because that's how I ended up getting hit in the Elantra, because I went to BK Quick to get one of the things I got was her French toast sticks, and they forgot it. So I went back, and that's when I got sideballed from that guy in front of the post office.
Damn.
Yeah. Guarantee if that didn't happen, I still have my Elantra today. That sucked.
Man.
I was actually just up at Burger King yesterday or the day before. I stopped. I got myself their new breakfast sandwich with double meat. Oh, that was amazing.
What do you like a double like croissant with sausage?
It had sausage and bacon on it.
Oh, okay.
It was actually one of their menu items for breakfast.
What was cool? Do you remember?
And I saw sheriffs and cabbage.
Do you remember the double stackers?
Yep.
That sauce kicked ass.
Yeah.
That sauce was amazing. When I was a manager there, I'd make like a 5 stacker, 6 stack, and like each patty stacker sauce. I had to gain probably like 30 pounds in that time I worked at BK.
Is it similar to the Chick-fil-A sauce? Is it sort of that like tangy burger sauce?
I never had Chick-fil-A.
I think it's kind of a cross between that and the McDonald's Big Mac sauce.
Oh, okay. Like a Thousand Island meats burger sauce. Yeah. Oh, wow. Man.
I'll tell you that.
I think I remember that.
That was good.
I think I remember that sauce. Yeah.
Hello, Pete. Hey, baby. What, you want to be on camera?
Yeah, Marcus. I'll always get. You know what? Sometimes I get though. I'll usually get like the double croissant with sausage deal thing. Their enormous burrito is pretty good too.
You are such a good boy. Yes, you are.
That has like everything under the sun in it: hash browns, all the meats, like you name it, some type of sauce.
You want me to kiss? No. Okay.
Here's the thing: why I've never never tried Chick-fil-A. My niece, who's getting married in like little over 2 weeks, she swears by Chick-fil-A. She loves it. And I'm like, I never had. She's like, how could you not have Chick-fil-A? Because I'm never really over, like, for me to drive from West Pittston over to get Chick-fil-A, not gonna happen. If I'm over there, I try it, but just to make a special trip, not gonna happen. Now, if it was like a burger or like a hot dog joint, oh hell yeah, I'd make a special trip. But for Chick-fil-A, no.
Honestly, I feel like they're like overrated and overpriced.
Yeah, they're like Chick-fil B or Chick-fil C, really.
And the fact that they're closed on Sundays, I'm like, well, that,
Yep.
you know,
To me, they remind me of Popeyes. You know, Popeyes has good food, but they're overpriced.
I had Popeyes once, and it like, I thought it was better than KFC.
Oh God, yeah.
It was better
I
than
hate
KFC.
If you want good chicken, though, like fried chicken like that, like KFC, Popeyes type, the Crown Fried on South Main Street, they are really good.
The only thing is you're taking your life in your hands if you go there.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah,
No, I've heard people say Crown, was it Royal Crown or Crown Royal?
Crown Fried.
Crown Fried. I've heard people say, say in the past, like on the food chats, saying that have pretty good chicken. Now,
They're really good, nice and juicy. They make it fresh practically all the time.
I will say one good thing. I'll say one thing about KFC, that they had that. Remember when they had that snack thing? It was like you get 2 or 3 pieces. It was mozzarella cheese. It almost tastes just like chicken parmesan.
Yep.
That was really good. That was good.
See, Mike likes when I go to KFC, even though he doesn't like chicken, because I'll get the extra sides just for him. I'll get the macaroni and cheese for him.
I think I remember. I'm going back to like early 90s, like 90, 91, 92. When you would get a side from KFC, you got like a side if I'm remembering right.
It was like family size.
Yeah. And then when I started doing food reviews again, I went to the KFC in Kingston because I think, was it Lenny?
And it's like
Lenny
this
wanted me to
big.
I'm like, what? I'm looking at it going, what the hell?
How am I
Everything's
supposed
drunk.
to eat that? It's like 3 spoonfuls.
If you wanted gravy, they put it on the side like back in the day. I remember putting it right, like it was on the side, so you get your side of gravy, mashed potatoes. And then I still went to KFC, and I'm like, I don't care, but like, what if you don't want gravy on your mashed potatoes? Can you say, hey, I don't want gravy on it, or is it just how it is and you got your shit out of luck? I don't know.
See, every time I've ever gone there, they've always had the gravy on the side.
I've never thought of asking, but like maybe that's just how it comes now. And
But the one I go to is down on the Sansui because I have to go to CVS for my prescriptions.
Okay.
Yeah, high blood pressure.
Mine's higher.
Mine would be higher if I didn't take this medication and I didn't start eating a little bit better. But now I'm craving the old sunflower seed or pumpkin seeds with all that salt on them.
Oh yeah, I remember. I wasn't a fan, but I remember I've had them, but I wasn't.
Actually,
They hadn't have the white on. It had to be all white because that's how much salt was on them.
growing up, I actually knew a guy. Anytime he ever ate pumpkin seeds, he always got a nosebleed.
Are you leaving us, FP?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be going, dude. I'm getting really tired.
All right.
I understand.
Yeah. All right, man. Have a good night.
But you guys take it easy and
You too, man.
Hey, you ever go out on a Friday or Saturday night to do an investigation? I'm willing to go along.
yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Or even
That's-
Thursday night. Because I'm off Thursday, Friday, I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday from work.
All right.
Yeah, this Friday. I mean, as long as the weather's good this Friday, it's from what I understand, it's supposed to be. Yeah, we can hit up a cemetery.
Oh, I love cemeteries.
Did you
All
watch?
right. Well, Jay, set that up with her.
Yeah, I will.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, later, FP.
Have a good night, FB.
Have a good night,
Yeah,
FP.
It's but yeah, like last night was a spur of the moment because I felt really decent. I'm like, let's go.
Yep.
So I was actually going to hit up Fred, but it was like late so I didn't know if he was busy or not. But yeah, next Friday, like I said, as long as the weather's decent. Fred, you mentioned you want to come out with us one night.
Yeah, dude, that'd be really cool.
I've actually been wanting to walk to the cemeteries here in Wilkes-Barre, but I won't do it by myself.
Let me see what one we haven't gone to in Wilkes-Barre.
Well, there's 2 of them right around the corner from our house.
Yeah, Hollenbeck.
They close at 4. Like they lock their gates at like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
There's ways around that.
I mean, how did the homeless get in there?
Ways I probably won't do. No, because me and FP went through during the day just to cause he's like, oh, close at 4. I'm like, what cemetery closes at 4? I didn't believe him. So I'm like, what are people that work that want to see their,
Their loved ones? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
That's
held
true.
hostage behind the gates.
I can see like 4 o'clock in the middle of the winter when, it's dark by 4 o'clock.
Right.
Basically, what that is the groundskeeper, the cemetery guy. He wants you to, he wants a couple of fins slipped to him to let you in and commune with your loved one.
That's.
Tell
Plus,
you
you have
what,
to dress like a witch, and
door's locked, but a $50 bill might open it.
He's got a whole side hustle going on.
Exactly.
It's. Yeah,
honestly, I've noticed some of them don't even have gates anymore.
Yeah, like Oak Lawn last night that we went to. It said on Google, it was closed at like 9 o'clock, but the gates are wide open.
Yeah.
FP I have a short video up on FP's channel, and FP has a live one that he did a walkthrough. I was starting when we go, I take my laptop and I stream live from. But the only thing with the laptop is I need
the battery dies quickly.
Yeah. So what I want to do is get a converter for the cigarette lighter. Well, cigarette lighter type adapt
I know you mean the DC plug.
Yeah. And so it doesn't kill it in 45 minutes. But yeah,
I actually know of I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I know if you guys, it would take quite a bit for me to remember where it is. I don't mean money. I mean,
well, money too.
Caffeine or something. But there's over in Larksville, Plymouth area, there's an abandoned cemetery. It is the old St. Casimir Cemetery.
Oh,
and that is you'll find trees growing up knocking over headstones and stuff because the roots grew up around the headstone and it's twisted and weird and my great grandmother is actually buried there.
Susan was telling us about a cemetery up near in Larksville that's old and yeah, that might be the one she was talking about too.
Yeah, it would actually the name of it, and there should still be a placard there. It's the St. Casimir's because there's St. Casimir's Church. It was a Lithuanian church over in Plymouth. Had their cemetery there. It's out. They relocated it to Muhlenberg, but they didn't dig anybody up or anything like that. They just stopped caring for the old cemetery
and started on.
Yeah, just moved on. Moved to another one.
So you know what? Yeah, let's pin it. Let's shoot for Friday. So as long as the weather's decent, I mean if it's a little cold, I don't care. But like it's not like raining or some shit.
Oh, that's the best.
Gina's checking her Rolodex.
St. Catharines
It's,
Cemetery. And that's Clarksville?
You're not going to find it on a map. I doubt it.
Okay, I'm probably gonna sign off now, brother.
Hunlock Creek.
No,
That's the one that came up. St. Catharines Cemetery.
it's in Muhlenberg. That's out past Unlocked. That's like the new one.
okay. But you know what?
Yeah, no, this one would be like Clarksville or Plymouth.
But yeah, I will touch base with you guys during the week, and we'll pin it down. We'll go somewhere Friday. How does that sound?
Okay.
Sounds good to
All
me.
right, cool. All right. Let's wrap it up because I gotta take Miss Molly Dolly out to go to the bath. I gotta find Mr. Jingles. I don't know where he landed.
Honestly, I'm hungry.
I can go have some more of my what in the Sam Hills pizza.
But all right, guys, again, it's a pleasure speaking to you guys every week. Thank you for having a great show tonight. Thank you for everybody who watched.
Oh.
Susan, Marcus.
It's Mountain Road.
Venger didn't drop. He catches the replays. But yeah, good night, guys. Gina, good night. Thanks for being a side co-host there. You know, we enjoy having you. Mike, Fred, on behalf of FP.
I really enjoyed having Gina.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Appreciate it.
Take care, guys.
Night.
Night.
Good night.
Oh, he's gone.